Hi folks, Bad Guy Flies RC out here at the Avon Park Field. Well, to the RC community world that I made a huge, I was acted out of emotion and impulse. Well, after about my 7th or 8th flight of this one, the original one, I lashed out to FREEWING saying they owe everyone an apology, that's a piece of crap, it's got all kinds of issues. Yeah, it is. One thing I do stand by, they do say it's a advanced to intermediate, and no, it's not. It's expert to advanced. And the F-14 is a great flying plane. I know it's just a toy, but for some reason, when you put so many hours of work and research into something, and then it doesn't fly well, and you crash it several times, and you have all kinds of issues, it takes a toll on you emotionally. There again, I know it's just a toy, it's just a hobby, but those of us who take this seriously and take this hobby seriously, it can be you know, your RC heart can break, so to speak. And so this is the redemption maiden of this plane. That's why I'm calling the shots now, like, you know, calling your shots in pool. Before. Set up just by the book. The only thing I've done, I've gone with Wesley's suggestion, which I didn't do last time. I've moved the interlinks, the ailerons to interhole on the ailerons, flying by the book rates, and I've got my max throws set at 65. I think it's 65 if I remember right, on my ailerons. But everything else is
wings out
by the book. And I did learn from the last one, on your wing, your linkages for your wing sweep, make sure that if that balling doesn't snap into place, you've got it on wrong. Turn it around and make sure it snaps into place. And that's one thing where people are having a hard time with. Those ballings are coming loose. If it's not snapped in, it doesn't snap in, turn it over. All right, and the other interesting thing, manual used to say stock elevator deflection down 22 millimeters from the top of the fuse. It now says 25. Also, on the fuse is the only place that there are CG marks. They no longer have the CG marks on the wings like they did before. That was an issue too. So,
motor is hot.
And
bad self-burn.
All right, we're going to take it up, right, left, up, down, right, left. All right.
Manual mode.
I'm going to take off in manual mode right off the bat. Check the trim. And then the next flight will strictly be with the AS3X, their version of the AS3X gyro involved. Now this is got a 10-channel Spectrum non-safe receiver. I'm using a stock gyro for that. Right, left, up, down, right, left. Timer set for 3.5 minutes, and yes, I am very, very nervous.
Braking. Cruise mode.
All right, don't have a breath of wind right now. So we're going to do takeoff flaps. Like I said, everything is set up by the book. So, don't quite have the cojones to do the wing sweep yet, as far as flying. And this plane, you bring it in with speed. This is not a float-in plane. All right.
Starting the fun over.
Okay, time just to put up or shut up. Lord be with me.
Up. Gear is tucked away.
She's in manual. Flying pretty good.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Just gonna make sure she's trimmed. Needs a little bit of left aileron. All right.
Gear is down. Landing flaps. Time remaining 2 minutes. Gear is tucked away. Gear is down. Landing flaps.
I know I was in the way.
Flaps up.
All right. Now I know a little more about her because every plane is different. It doesn't matter if it's the same plane. Every plane is different. All right, we're going to take her up one more time, land her again, obviously. Remember, takeoff is optional, landing is mandatory. You're coming out of the sky one way or the other. All right. Take off flaps again.
Flaps up.
All right, I'm going to go out here this time.
Landing flaps.
All right,
Flaps up.
a little bit better of a landing. Gives me a little more gauge of what she does.
Seconds.
Next flight we'll actually have the gyro and the gauge. That time, I feel like she's trimmed now. Now I just gotta hone in them landings.
Full swept wings.
I'm sorry, but
Wings out.
that is an awfully cool feature right there. All right.
Braking.
All right.
Gear is secured.
8 seconds left on that maiden flight.
Wings out.
All right. We'll change batteries. We'll come back. That flight was strictly in manual mode, no gyro, no self-level, nothing turned on. Because I like to fly that way the first time to make sure she's trimmed. And then I'll turn the gyro on the second flight. That way it makes the flight that much better. All right, but remember, even with the gyro, even with self-level, if you're flying to the side of a barn, self-level is gonna let you fly into the side of a barn. All right, second flight ever
Wings out.
on the F-14A 64mm TOMCAT. This time we're gonna be flying, first flight was in manual just to make sure she was trimmed out. I'm happy with the way I got her trimmed, happy with my battery placement. This time we're gonna fly with the onboard stock gyro. And not self-level, I'm not gonna be using that, just their wind gyro. KM model afterburner inside there. All right.
Takeoff flaps.
She's set up by the book. Got a 10-channel Spectrum receiver.
Starting the fun over.
3.5 minute timer. Okay, here we go.
Flaps up. Gear is tucked away.
Touch your right aileron, not much. I think maybe I had too much left last time.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Starting to feel a little more comfortable with her. Yeah.
Full swept wings. Full swept wings. Wings out. Time remaining 2 minutes.
All right, try the wing sweep that time.
Gear is down. Landing flaps. Stop. Braking. Cruise mode.
All right,
Flaps up.
got very tough gear. I'm gonna try that one more time. I do not like landing from the east. I'll leave the gear down. Like I say,
30 seconds.
these first couple of flights are just to learn how to fly her, land her.
20 second. Landing flaps.
Yeah, she about bit me there.
Flaps up.
She about bit me.
Greg land the Tomcat. Landing flaps.
Whoa! Oh, I bent the gear.
Flaps up. Full swept wings.
Yep, bent the gear. Yep, well that's an easy fix though. That's just the grub screw. But right now, my nerves are so shaken that I was literally, my thumbs were shaking on the man. Whew, I'm out of it. I end that flight for right now.